So I'm going to try to put together some used parts here. So we have here is a Ryzen. Yeah, let's clean that off. I don't have the fan I need, but for testing purposes I have that. Ryzen 7 5700. So I don't know if this is good or not. I think the board's good. I know the processor is. You weren't supposed to turn on yet. What are you doing? It tried to turn on. That was weird. Let's see here. I got two 8GB sticks of PC4, ddr4. I don't know if you need to know this. Most people probably do know this, but if you're going, most motherboards want the RAM put in the second and fourth slot if you only have two sticks. But anyways, if you have one stick, second slot, two sticks, second and fourth slot away from the processor. Most boards, I'm not going to say all of them, but for the majority, I know that's the case. All right, so that's in there. And then I do have a 256 NVMe here. I think it has Windows on it. I've got a used, actually no, never mind, it's this one. This one right here. We're not using that one. Let's see here. I have a RX. What is this? Radeon RX 5500. And I know this works. It's not exactly the cleanest. This is a part that came in an old computer. Well, let's get that installed. Kind of hard to do with one hand. All right, it's in there. All right, processor on there. Let's go ahead, and the fan's already plugged into the board. I'm just going to sit this on here, again, for testing purposes. That way the processor doesn't melt. Power to the CPU, or the GPU, sorry. I already have power to the CPU over there. It's right there in that corner. 24 pin over here. Anyway, GPU plugged in. All right, let's see here. Let's get the, I don't know if I want to use this slot or this one over here. I know you're supposed to use that one, but I think I can get away with this one. It's a little easier to put it in there. So I'm just going to sit it in there. It's not, obviously it's not the case. It's not a permanent build at the moment. Keyboard and mouse already connected. HDMI to the power GPU. All right. And then we want to switch the fan or the power supply on, because I did just turn it off because the thing tried to turn on its own. All right. So I obviously don't have the power pins connected to nothing. So what I'm going to do is use, yes, place is a mess because we get busy. I'm going to do the old jumper method. So you look close, power button reset are the far ones. So power button's gonna be right here. Let's get the TV turned on that I have it connected to. All right, so far we've got, so typically that's not a good sign, but it is first boot, so might have to wait a minute. There we go. Video card just kicked on. That cleared. I think we're good. I don't know what's in that NVMe, so fans off, lights are back on. I hope that's not a problem. Ow. Look at me sticking my fingers in the fan. There we go. Boot up. Come on. First boot's always a pain. So I got everything connected. Yes. So I really want to use this because it's got built-in Wi-Fi. Now I've got a case on the other side of the room here that if I can get everything working correctly, which I know this board was new, we didn't really use it. We ended up swapping it out for a more compatible board on a different processor for a customer. So What is happening here? Ram's all the way in. Yep. There we go. We have it. It did take a minute for first boot. Try not to. Alrighty. It has Windows. It didn't even take long. See what we got here. I think this was installed. Let's see here. So what I've got in this, let's go to settings. System. Down here to about. So it was a Ryzen 5700, which I showed you that already. 16 gigabyte of ddr4. Obviously, it shouldn't be activated. If it's activated, that's, yeah, not activated. Let's see if all the drivers are working, because I might have to, yep, we got Wi-Fi. Neat. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to show you that. I might have a video of it getting installed in case. It's going to be tricky because I don't have a camera holder. So we'll see. Thanks for watching.